Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be trying out the wet build for Suchomimus. Now, the main reason I'm doing this is because I've never actually used the wet build properly before, despite so many people telling me how good it actually is. Anyway, if you are new to the channel and new to this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. It would help me out an absolute ton and I greatly appreciate it. So, let's just get straight on with the video. Alright, so, I know that intro might have been a bit of a weird one, the little walking with dinosaurs theme thing, but I'm trying out something new. If you liked that, maybe let me know in the comments if you did like that or not. I worked pretty hard on it. It's not the best, but I think it's kind of okay. Now, if you guys do like that and you want to see more of that little intro, I will use it on the gameplay videos that I do. So the longer, more laid-back content, the ones where I'm trying to do like a challenge or something rather than like mod reviews and stuff. Something different, you know? It's just something to kind of separate both types of content. Anyway, separation. Suchomimus has two separate builds, the dry and the wet build, and there's a third hybrid build which uses a mix of both, but no one uses that one. No one uses that one. Oh, please don't tell me you do. If you do, then dear Lord, save everyone. Anyway, enough of that. So, today, like I mentioned in the intro, I really just want to use the wet build on Suchomimus, mainly because I haven't used it. Oh, why are you floating? I haven't used it, despite so many people telling me it's so good. So, that is the main premise of this video. Now, if you don't know what I mean by wet and dry build, basically, after Suchomimus got a TLC, Alderon kind of split its abilities up into doing more damage when it's wet or more damage when it's dry, and then gave it some voice buffs to either help it be better in the water or better on land. And I usually tend to go with the land build, mainly because I don't really like water combat too much. However, I've been avoiding it for far too long, and today's the day I play Suchomimus and get good at water combat. So the aim of this video is to, oh god, not hunt him. No. Or that trike. No. Oh my god, no thank you. The goal of this video is to hunt a Sarco or something like that. Something my size that also swims decently well. Now, I must mention, I am on Crimson Semi-Realism 4, so a lot less lag, and pretty decent stats and rules. The stats are mostly vanilla, by the way, but there are a few changes, like a Pato and Argentinosaurus, they're a bit stronger. Because on vanilla, they got nuked. I haven't actually covered that in a video, but on vanilla, a Pato and Argent, they got such a hard-hitting nerf. They got way less health, way less combat weight, and I think even a Pato got some less damage and stuff. Which, they needed it, okay? They did need that little nerf, because they were very good. Mostly a Pato. A Patosaurus was broken on its old stats. Literally 1v3 T-Rexes, or 1v4. I remember me doing it myself. It was pretty easy as well. But you can't do that anymore, unfortunately, on vanilla. Well, not unfortunately, but fortunately you can't do that anymore. Anyway, enough yapping from me. I'm going to grow my Sucho, and when I'm, able to put on some abilities, I'll talk you through which abilities and why. Uh-oh. That's not good. You just watched me push over this tree. Also, we are now adolescent. Please don't come down here. What are you doing? I'm just going to swim away. Alright, so, we're now adolescent, which means... you silly titan. I'm just going to swim away. I'm a semi-aquatic, you little goober. You're not coming after me. Anyway. So, I just hit adolescent, which means we can start having a look at abilities. Now, I am going to do this one little thing for myself, and that is I'm having one exception for a land-based ability. Not because it's better or anything, but simply because if I go full water build, I'm not going to have any, like, quick DPS abilities. I'm only going to have long cooldown abilities. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here first of all, make sure that Titan's not over here. No, he's still over there. Don't want to get ambushed either. We'll stand right here, there we go. Yeah, he's not coming back. He's off to hotspot. Right. Sleep here, check our surroundings. There we go. Right. First of all, nictating membrane. I'm going to keep the default bite, but put on hooked snapped. Hook snaps. Then I'm going to put strong lungs on. And then for the water attack, I kind of wanted to use backhand, but I don't know if I want to use claw attack now. Mainly because backhand. Actually, you know what we can do? Instead of using hook snap, we can use Riptide, and I don't have enough money. God damn it! I'll be back in a second. All right, we have more money, so I'm going to put Riptide on because with backhand I can splash enemies if I'm in the water to make them wet. So if they're on the shore, I can splash them. I'll also be able to push them away a little bit, so that'll be nicer. Metabolism. We're going to go with the full water build, so we're keeping the Fisher metabolism. For the hide, we're going to use waterlogged because it's water-based. And you know what? We're going to use the lunge as the tail slot. I genuinely... I'm now just making this comical because, yes, the tail attack's better, but I really do just want to use a full water build simply just to see, like, can I actually abuse it in any way whatsoever. Right, so we are going to head over to, I think, the swamp. There's plenty of water there, should be pretty decent quests. And we can also go straight from there to Green Hill, Sand Caverns, Burn Forest, get tons and tons of quest growth from discovering POIs. So yeah, I'll catch back up with you when I have finished all of that. Alright, a little bit of a catch-up. I have chosen a skin. This is my skin. I think it looks pretty nice. It's different to the other version of this skin I normally use. I normally use a different pattern and different colors and everything, but I think this looks alright. And second of all, I need to get fresh water. Now, I could go to Birchwoods, however, that would be boring. So, what I'm going to attempt to do is cross all of Green Hills as a water-built Suchomimus on land. Because it could be fun. Something could attack us. It could be exciting. Because currently, I've just been swimming around. I've literally swam for a good chunk of the entire map. About 1/3 of it, actually. Which, oh my god, I swam for 1/3 of the map. Yikes. So, the main idea I have for Suchomimus is, well, with this build, is to have fights in the water and have fights at the shore or coastline. Or like riverbanks. Stuff that's pretty much in or near water. Because if they're in water, they'll already be wet, so I'll be doing extra damage. But then if they're near water, I can use backhand to splash them. And the lunge that this thing has, the Sucho's lunge, it doesn't work quite like Sarko's, where it continues on land after you use it. However, it doesn't also instantly stop. So it stops propelling you forward, but because it makes you go so fast, you take a little bit to decelerate or slow down. Which means I can kind of lunge out of the water as a Suchomimus. We could surprise someone. I'm not saying we're going to be able to like grab them as like a Sarko and rip them up to shreds without them fighting back. But it still could be quite useful. So that is my intention with the lunge. Other than the fact that it's just funny, because everyone runs tail attack. Like 90% of Sucho players will use the tail attack instead. Because it does a good knockback, and most people design their builds straight up just for being the best at killing. Listen, you know what? This is, whilst we're walking in this very foggy, dangerous area, I want to have a little bit of a little nag about one of my pet peeves. There is something about Path of Titans which makes the community think this game is strictly a PvP. And I don't mean player versus player as in PvP, I mean they think the only thing you can do in this game is fight other players for enjoyment. And whilst, yes, that is a huge part of it, I will admit, fighting other players, hunting them, surviving, that is a big part of the actual game. But there is a big chunk of people that think this game is just being an adult dinosaur, 1v1ing other adult dinosaurs, and then continuing to just do that for the rest of eternity. Which I think is a bit of a lame way to look at this game. Because Path of Titans is one of those fun games where you can play it in pretty much any way you want. You could be a full-on PvP in a deathmatch server, or you could play a server like I am that's semi-realistic, so there's some realism, but also not 100%. And then you... Oh god, okay. That is a problem. That is a Utah Raptor. That is a problem. Please don't come to me, good sir. But then you could also play a full realism server. Oh god. Oh, wait, that's a boner. Hello. I thought that was another Utah. You could play a full realism server, which is straight up hardcore. There's even servers with permadeath, which are pretty difficult to actually play in. You are looking quite delicious. I might come back when I'm bigger. Hunt you down. Yes, if I was subadult, I would have tried to take him on. But our main goal right now is water. But anyway, as I'm saying, Path of Titans, you can play in pretty much any way you want, It's not like a set game. The Isle is more of a set playstyle, You spawn in, difficult to survive, hardcore as hell, and that's it. That's basically the Isle. Path of Titans, you can do that if you want to, like if you find the right server or even make your own server, but then you can also play it in so many other ways. And I think the fact that this game has so much inclusion, inclusion in terms of different gameplay, modders, lots of different mods, you can make pretty much whatever you want from dinosaurs to dragons, but then also platforms, with how many platforms this thing's on, from consoles to PC, Nintendo Switch, mobile, it's ridiculous. And this does sound like I'm just glazing Path of Titans, but this is generally why it's probably one of my favorite games of all time. Mainly because you can do so much more than simply play it in one way. Anyway, enough rambling, we got our water, that passed the time quickly. We nearly got attacked by a Utah, I think. If he wasn't on his own, which is rare, to be honest. You never see Utahs on their own. But I have a feeling if he wasn't alone, they might have decided to go for me. I was very vulnerable on land, all by my lonesome self. Alright, we just hit subadult. Finally, we can get the rest of our abilities. So, let's use... that's well dry. We don't really want that, so we'll put strong legs on. And for the voice, we could use this to make people wet, but it does drain our thirst, and I already have an ability that does that, my claw attack. So we'll put Muffled Roar on. Increases my swim speed, turning, all status effect healing by 50% for 3 minutes. Can only be used while diving. However, I have tested this ability, and it works if you use it in the water and then get out. So it still works even on land. You just can't get out the water during the voice call, so I have to be diving to actually do it. But good thing is, it lasts for as long as the cooldown, so it's pretty much spammable. Very nice. Alright, our first prey item that I have spotted. An Iguanodon. Let's go get it. Oh, look at that with the lunge! Straight out of the water! Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Come here, Mr. Iguanodon. Oh, he's quicker than us. Come on! Let's chase it down. Oh, man. Come here. Come here, Mr. Iguanodon. I didn't get to backhand him to make him wet. That should have been my first ability. God damn it. Come on. Oh, I want to chase him down. Come on. Oh, he's not sprinting anymore. Is he perhaps low on stamina? Perhaps. Because this guy's been running around, I think, for a while. Been hearing footsteps. Maybe it was a bug. I don't know. Come on. Come on, Mr. Iguanodon. He doesn't know what a straight line is. Bit drunk. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, he's just gone in the water. Mate. Mate. Mate, do you know what you're fighting? You're fighting a Suchomimus. I like the water. Oh, this poor Iguanodon. Poor guy. Come on, let's get him. Oh, come on! Come on, Suchomimus! Also, I think I've got combat music turned off. I'll turn that on after this fight. It's not really much of a fight. He's just running away. Come on. You're an Iguanodon. There we go. Mighty Iguanodon. Oh my god. We just abused our range there. Oh, he's blocking. Arg, arg. That hurts. Oh my god. Oh my god. You put up a... Dude, you fought for like 5 to 10 seconds and did that much? God damn. Jesus Christ. Well, that was a pretty good fight. That was a very good chase. I love that. That was the best thing to ever happen. Right, there we go. Music. We'll turn it onto occasional. There we go. Right, there's the combat music. The fight's over, mate. You can stop playing that. Playing the little bongos and drums. Oh my god, what a fight that was. It wasn't like the most intense, crazy fight, but dude, imagine being chased down by a Suchomimus using a water build as an Iguanodon on land. That could have not have been a more better fight. More better? More gooder? Oh my god, I love that so much. Uh-oh, I'm being challenged by some Ceratos. You can have that, my friends. I am not winning a 3v1 against you. But good luck, enjoy that body, because there's only about, I don't know, 10% left? Whoa, the dubious Suchomimus gets away with another scam. Anyway, so, there was nobody in Big Quill Lake, except for that Iguanodon. So, my game plan now is to go over to Green Valley sneakily. I'm going to sneakily, you know, not get caught off guard, go to Green Valley, find my way to one of the lakes, and see if there'll be something there. If there's too many things at the top lake, I will check the bottom lake. And then hopefully we can find that destined Sarcosuchus that will perish to my Suchomimus' whims. Alright, we are nearly there. I also have just realized I have not grown too much. I thought I'd grown a bit more than this. I thought it was like nearly adult, but no. Alas, we are not. Right. Oh, also, I never did this nest thing. We'll do the nest thing real quick, because this is just a nice bit of free growth. Not a lot, but a nice chunk of free growth. There you go, and then we delete that. Uh-oh, I hear a Deinocarus. I see a Deinocarus, actually. There it is. And a Saurophagonax. That's not good news. Not good at all. Well, there is definitely Sarcos in there. I just saw them. Notice how I said plural. That is Sarcosuchus. I might be able to attack them if I can get them on land first. Hold on, let me get my buff. If I can start on land, I might have a shot. Let's go. Let's go for it. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Good start. Good start. Right. Jumping in the water, are we? Let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, this might have been a bad choice. Oh, yeah. This was definitely a bad choice. I'm going to focus this one, because I already got a lot of damage onto the... Oh, come on. Right, we need to get some distance. Jesus Christ. Oh, no. I wish I could see. No! Right, let's get back onto land. Back onto land. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, they're chasing us. They're chasing us. Oh, they're using Gator Dash. Oh, not good. Oh, they're biting each other. Right. There's no way you're quicker than me. Why are you quicker than Suchomimus? This makes no sense. Right, our best bet is to outstam them, and then we should be able to just get them. Right, because this one, I believe, is decently low. Oh, God. Oh, I have a feeling we're gonna perish here. Right. Yeah, I think it's best if we run. There's no way you have more stamina than me. There's no way you outstam Suchomimus. Come on, Sucho. Oh my god, yeah, we cannot take on 2 Sarcos. Yikes! Yikes, 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 yikes. 2 Sarcos appears to be far too much for the Suchomimus. That's not good. God damn it, if only I had another Sucho of my own. Another one to call a friend. Right, I also noticed how backhand didn't really help me. And neither did the bite. The you know, the four hitting bite, that one's not too bad. But the regular bite, not really worth it. So, what I might do is I might change a couple of my attacks around. Right. I think we do need to get to somewhere safer first, though. You know what? Here should be fine. Here should be fine. Yeah, actually, I'm nearly at it. We'll stay away from the cliff so we finish growing. But sit here. I think I hear the Sarco footsteps. I definitely hear footsteps. That's not good. Not sure if it's coming this way, but I hear footsteps. Alright, we need to get to somewhere safe so I can put on a healing hide and change my abilities. Oh god, that was way too risky. I should have not followed them in the water. Oh no, I wish I did more to them. Maybe I did a lot. Right, this thin bush will be fine. Okay, so let's take off the default bite and put on hooked snaps. And we'll put the claw attack there, hook snap there, and put on the regular claw attack. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Right. And then that just to heal a little bit quicker than what we normally do. Maybe we can go back and try again with the default claw attack. Alright, I got ambushed by something, so now I'm sleeping. But the server's about to restart. I don't know, I might just not be a good Sucho player. Maybe it's me who's the problem and not Suchomimus. Maybe it's the unfair fight, but yes. So, I'm gonna end the video here on a loss. I have not managed to do my goal of killing a Sarco. I got to kill an Iguanodon, but I didn't get to ambush anything in the water properly. Look, to be fair, I did ambush the Iguanodon off the water coast. So that, you know what? We'll call it a half win, half lose. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and please, make sure my poor Sucho gets some love in the comments. Poor thing. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching till the end. Have a great day, and yeah, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.